What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Chicago Cubs versus Cincinnati Reds Major League Baseball matchup going down Monday, July 31st, 2023. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. If you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. The Chicago Cubs sending out Marcus Stroman to the mound in this one, while the Reds will counter with Andrew Abbott. And it hasn't necessarily been the easiest road for Marcus Stroman over his last few starts. This is a guy that early on this season was showing flashes of dominance and being the potential staff ace for the Chicago Cubs. And the thing about Marcus Stroman this year, as opposed to maybe last year for the Cubs, was that Marcus Stroman wasn't the best at home last year. This year he's been better at home. An ERA over a full run lower at Wrigley Field than it is going away from home. But he's really struggled in his last few starts, Stroman has. And it was first sort of chalked up for me to playing in that London game where he gave up 6 runs, 3 earned over 3 1/3. And I didn't really give Stroman too much of a hard time because those international games, there a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times, especially those London series, are played in venues that aren't built for baseball. You had the Mexico City series where Mexico obviously a hotbed for baseball, but the elevation had a key part in that. London, they build these stadiums, just to play some baseball. So there's a short field, and Marcus Stroman, unfortunately, he had a rough outing in those starts. But then he came back over and was pitching in normal ballparks as he normally would. And in the month of July, it just was really nothing to be excited about for Stroman. A 7.99 ERA across 5 starts, a 4.55 FIP, suggesting that there is some bad luck involved in that, that he maybe, had some rough outings and just didn't get a ton of help in those. But still, not great numbers. And I just don't know if he's going to be able to get it done here against Cincinnati Reds, a Cincinnati Reds team that's owned the Cubs for the better part of the series. Now, granted, last time we saw these two teams square off was back in late May, where the Cubs were still kind of treading water. The Reds were playing extremely well, but the Cubs were kind of in the middle of the pack. And now, the Cubs have been playing some solid baseball, but they did fall with a thud and snap their losing streak against the Cardinals on Sunday, getting shut out 3-0 in that game. And Andrew Abbott, say what you want about Andrew Abbott. He did have that rough outing against the Milwaukee Brewers. Of course, the one time he had a rough outing and I was on him. But outside of that, he's been outstanding. Despite that 6 runs over 4 1/3 innings of work against the Cubs, against the Brewers. For Abbott, 6-2, a 1.90 ERA. He's got an ERA just over 1 at Great American, which is extremely difficult, as we all know, for starting pitchers just in general. But he's pitching outstanding. The Reds do a good job batting behind him. And I think they'll be able to get to Stroman here. I think that the Reds are going to also be able to do enough on the mound with Andrew Abbott and defensively to be able to take game 1 of this series, continue their dominance over the Chicago Cubs. I think the Chicago Cubs are a team that are going to be pushing for a wild card spot down the stretch. They're a team that we're probably going to be able to find some value on. For me, this just is not one of those spots. I think the Cincinnati Reds are the ones that hold the value here. So give me the Cincinnati Reds on the money line in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. If you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're at Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pick Dawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.